Montclair State Football has made massive history, surpassing 500 program wins in 2024, putting the program record at 501 wins, 304 losses, and 20 ties since the establishment of the football team in 1928. On a cool September night during the 1929 season, Montclair State picked up a 6-0 win over Cooper Union, making it its first in program history. 1934 was the first year in program history to have a winning record. From then on, the winning records kept coming. The program's first conference win came in 1969, where Montclair took down the College of New Jersey 9-0. Montclair State went on to go undefeated in conference play for the first time in program history, going 3-0 that season, where the program ended up taking home the first ever NJAC championship. The 1981 team had one of the best seasons in program history, going 10-0 and 6-0 in conference play. This brought them all the way to the NCAA semifinals against Widener University. From 1981 to 1986, Montclair State Football was on a tear, winning 6 NJAC championships in a row and making it to the NCAA Division III playoffs in 3 out of those 6 years, in 1981, 1985, and 1986. Sam Mills, a dominant force for the defense from the late 70s to the early 80s, eventually became an NFL legend and a Hall of Famer. These memorable moments all led up to September 28, 2024, a homecoming game while sitting at 499 wins. Led by a man who was a part of the program as a player and now is the head coach.
I've been part of a few milestones. When Coach Giancola was the head coach, I was a player when he won his 200th, and I was also a player when he won his 250th on homecoming. So being part of those was a great, memorable experience, and beating Union this year for our 500th was great, especially because last year we had a tough loss against them. So it was a really fun experience to get that victory, get it on homecoming in a hard-fought game, and to give our players a great experience. The legacy of Montclair State Football is really important to me because I played here. I've spent almost half my life at this institution, so it weighs heavy on me because I'm taking the place of Coach Giancola, who was here for 40 years and was an incredible leader, an incredible person. So I think it's big shoes to fill, and even though I'm finishing up year 2 now, it's still something that weighs on me heavy every day. I want to make sure that I'm carrying that legacy on for all of my former teammates that I played with, all the guys I've coached over the years. I want them to be proud of Montclair State.
These players were appreciative of the chance to add another milestone and took advantage of the opportunity.
Going into the season, we knew that we could make history, but once we got to camp, it was just go. We were just focused on winning that day, one day at a time, and I think that we didn't want the hype to get built up too much in our heads, and we wanted to keep our heads level. So all of preseason, we were just working towards getting better every single day, and then just being able to make history on top of that was really special.
To be able to make history our senior year and get 500, that was huge for us. And then thinking about the season, trying to win an NJAC championship, trying to make a deep playoff run, 500 wins was just brought up in the conversation.
Going into the week, Palas had mentioned it, spoke about it. He didn't want it to be the main reference. He wasn't we need 500. It was just hey, let's be 1-0 this week. Let's just go out there, focus on the game, and get the win. I think 500 just kind of came along with getting that win. Obviously, it's awesome, so it's cool to be a part of.
The emotions and excitement of cementing their legacy means much to this team.
Being a part of 500 wins was huge for us. We talked about it in the offseason, talked about it in the beginning of the season as well. So to be a part of history was huge for us. It really meant a lot for us to be on homecoming as well, to be Union College.
What a victory here for Montclair State University under the lights.
I think it was really special. I think it was really cool just to be a part of it. Obviously, it was a great game. I got to be homecoming too, which was even more awesome. and we're all happy and all feel some sort of accomplishment from that win.
It was just something that really brought us closer together. You know, I just remember seeing the faces and all the excitement from all our guys, and it just you know, it's a warm feeling to see everyone so happy for accomplishing something so great. It's definitely something I'm going to be remembered for the rest of my life.
The last 96 years have been quite the journey for Montclair State. 20 NJAC championships, 10 NCAA playoff appearances, 500 wins, many historic records, and even more historic players. Fans and students alike are excited to see what is in store for the future.
So getting that 500th win was awesome because it was a milestone that a lot of people got to see. But I want to continue that on every day. It's not just about 500. I want to get here to 600 and 700 and beyond.